Thank you guys. Thank you. Welcome to another episode of The White Talk. This is episode 7. I'm getting so close to episode 10. I'm so excited. How was y'all's week? Yeah. Fast. I feel like this week did go by pretty fast. I think, like I said, I was telling one of y'all, I was in California on Monday with the gang. Shout out to Trip G and all my crew. Cali was just so lovely. I don't know. If you've never been to California, you literally have to go at least once. It doesn't matter what part. Like aside from the beaches, it's just so much stuff to do. But yeah, Monday I was in California. Tuesday I called in because I was tired, okay? I had to drive back from Dallas. And I don't mind driving back from Dallas. It's just after a flight, it kills you. You know what I'm saying? It's the sacrifice you gotta do.
It's cool, but driving home after the flight is like tired.
Exhausted. But yeah, I thugged it out. I made it happen. Went to the gym, get my body back right. Y'all can't tell because I be sitting down, but too bad. Become an audience member, I don't know. But yes, let's go ahead and get into our topics. As I've mentioned on a few of the other episodes, I have a segment to where we talk about Black businesses. Shout out to Black business. It is Black History Month. So make sure you guys frequent your favorite Black business. We're going to start out with Paseo Daiquiri Lounge. It is super new. I've heard good stuff about it. They've got hookah, daiquiris, of course. It's a cute little vibe, so you should definitely check it out. It's at 3020 North Walker, Suite A. So make sure y'all check them out and give them some support. New businesses will struggle because a lack of support. Y'all not doing it anyway, just go get a daiquiri from them. The second business is Collection 405. New Wave has some articles out there at the outlet mall. They are located right next to the Reebok store. They're not far from Kicklahoma. It's over there by the Polo store and Forever 21. So they host like over 30 different brands from clothing, art, accessories, makeup, skin products, tons of great stuff in there. But make sure you check out New Wave. It's in the very back towards the right. You'll see it. Up next, we have Ease Custom Creations. I just found out about them. So if you need some t-shirts done or anything else custom, you should definitely check them out. That's the letter E, Custom Creations. And custom and creation are spelled with a K, in case you're trying to find them. Up next, we have the Glam Lab with my homegirl, Chelsea Smith. She's located in the same complex as me. She's just downstairs. She does one hell of a bob. I think like my favorite bob was done by her. So if you need, some help getting scalped and you're trying to have a bomb ass bob, then you should check her out. And don't mind my hair today, y'all. I'm natural. Okay, I had to show y'all I'm not bald headed. But yeah, make sure y'all check out the Glam Lab. And then the last business I have for y'all is Bossy K Cosmetics. That is a Black-owned makeup line. So for all the girlies out there who like makeup, make sure y'all check out Bossy K Cosmetics. Up next, we are going to talk about local events. Dios mío. I'm just kidding. Up next, we're going to talk about our local events. We have Melanated Sundays presents Dashiki Sunday. Ooh. Who has a dashiki? You got one?
No, I got one.
I really want one. I ain't never had one.
I don't wear mine when they too big.
Yeah.
They too big, because sometimes you're supposed to wear one size. I ain't buying nothing.
I've never had one. And I felt like I'm not as black because I don't have one. I know.
It really ain't a part of.
It's really not.
It's a part
It's
of
not.
our history, you know what I'm saying? It's not a part of the culture we were raised in, so it's all right.
Where can you even pick up a dashiki? For those who are interested in going to Melanated Sundays presents Dashiki Sunday.
I don't know. It's a couple. You don't see them like you used to see them out.
They ain't at the flea market or nothing.
Some authentic ones, I really don't know. It's crazy. Yeah, they used to be everywhere. Now you don't see them everywhere. It was like a phase. It was trendy, and now it's
That's so funny you said that. That's one of my topics coming up. But this event is on February 13th. It starts at 3 p.m. The location, I'm not sure. So just type in Melanated Sundays presents Dashiki Sunday. Again, it's on the 13th of February. Up next, we have Back to My Roots, 7th Annual Fashion Show. 7th Annual, I'm trying to get like that. This will be held on February 27th at 6 p.m. You have to have tickets. This show typically sells out all the time. So if you haven't gotten a ticket and you want to go, they may still have tickets. I don't know. But you should check into it. Up next, we have Black is Love pop-up shop. Shout out to Black people. It is indeed love. It is February 20th, and that is at 11 a.m. So if you're a vendor and you're interested in popping up, you should go to the Black is Love pop-up shop. And then our last event, this is for the kiddies. It's a Valentine's Day play date with Mickey and Minnie. Guys, how precious is that? Typically, you'd have to go somewhere like, I don't know, Disney World or Disneyland to go have a play date with Mickey and Minnie. But I think that's super cute. Take your kids out for Valentine's Day. It's not always just about you and your loved one. Your babies need Valentine's too. This will be held on February the 13th, which is a Sunday. Are y'all doing anything for Valentine's Day? Is that recording? You don't have to answer. That's completely fine. I decided I'm going to take myself out. I'm going to go out Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So I can't wait. But we are going to switch gears. I think I want to move these around a little bit because he mentioned trends. My videographer behind the camera. Hold on, let me get these together. So everything is so trendy nowadays. We were in California. We were talking about how people just fall into anything. Right now, people are talking about pushing P. You know what I'm saying? And everybody is spelling things with their money. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't have money, then I've seen people do like diapers. I've seen snacks. Why do y'all think things are so trendy? Like, what is the hype that makes everybody want to have to do it? Celebrity, yeah, that definitely is a huge factor.
Yeah, I think that, and I think it's just a combination of all of the training that people have been going through over the years. People have been trained to follow people.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? I was just thinking about it. That's what they pushing the narrative
That's
on
true.
social media to join the like crowd, to do what we are doing, to be trending online. You know what I'm saying? A hashtag or whatever. So everybody's doing with that. So everybody's following suit. So because it used to be if everybody's doing it, we're trying to find something else to do.
Right. We want to stand out.
So I want to do something. Now it's the opposite. Now you got to do what everybody else is doing.
That's so true.
Last like about a week at the most.
Yeah. That's true.
That's how fast something else is.
Social media is crazy.
Social media, and that's a huge factor into it.
That's why I tell people the metaverse is already here. I said we already living in it.
We're already in it. The NFTs, all of that shit. As soon as you mention it, everybody go, oh, well, I got to get one too. But then I feel two ways about it. Because if you don't join or fall in line, then you're behind. And it's like...
It's whack, because that's kind of how I am with social media. I had I grew a love-hate relationship with it, and I started using it to my advantage. And now look at me trying to play catch-up on social media because you still need to use it. You have to. You got to innovate yourself.
And I know a couple of older people who still aren't on social media with their business and stuff. And I'm like, how do you truly expect to get word of mouth? I understand word of mouth. It does work. However, you need to be able to reach an audience that you've never even anticipated, and you can't do that without social media.
Social media, it makes it easy for everybody to get big. You just have to figure out how to get big.
Yeah.
What you got going on.
People support it.
I don't know. For my viewers, how do y'all feel about trends? Are you yay for them, nay against them, or indifferent? Some of y'all might not care. I don't know. I might be indifferent. I wouldn't say indifferent. I would say I'm in between. Because I like them, but then again, I don't. Because, I mean, even for my business, I would want for my shit to trend. But then what scares me, because trends are over. So it's like I don't.
Yours is more actual wave. When you create a wave,
It's continuous motion.
keep it going.
That's why I mentioned that in the intro. Shout out to New Wave. But my next topic, so I saw this on the Shade Room. It says the U.S. Cryonics Lab, I think I said that right, currently is keeping the heads and bodies of 200 people frozen with the hope to bring them back to life through advanced technology.
I feel like I seen that on a movie or something like that.
Yes.
Turbo, run that back.
It says that a U.S. lab is currently keeping the heads and bodies of 200 people frozen with the hope to bring them back to life through advanced technology.
Why are they saying heads and bodies?
I don't know. That threw me off. Why can't they just say bodies?
You know what it make you think? It made me think of Futurama, like when they have all them heads. So it's just heads,
Yeah.
like, or what?
And put into like a little water head thing. I don't
Why
know.
would they say heads and bodies? Why would they just say bodies? Because we assume the body has a head already.
That's what I'm saying. Who decapitated it? I don't know.
That's weird.
And how you just gonna bring a head back to life without the, you know what I'm
This is the
saying?
thing about trends that I don't like. Why come this stuff ain't trending? Why the hell ain't nobody talking about this?
I feel like social media, we pick and choose what we want to trend.
Yeah, and
That's
it's the worst
true.
shit.
Yeah, always.
Like a buff nigga dancing everywhere.
I can't stand him. I'm tired of seeing him. Of course he is, but I'm just like,
You know, it's so easy to get big on social media.
he's making me feel uncomfortable.
They too big for doing all that. But yeah, that's what I mean. Like, so
It's weird. Yeah, it's just, like you said, pick and choose. That's crazy.
Yeah.
They got heads and bodies frozen. Ain't nobody talking about this.
Would y'all participate in this? Like,
What?
whenever you pass away, would you ask for them to freeze your body and hope to be brought back to life? No?
That can't be after people done died. If they dead, they must be freezing alive people.
No. You can choose for like your shit to be frozen. Like, that's what Walt Disney did.
Yeah, an organism.
Nigga, it's over with. After you dead, you over with.
You think
Whoever
so?
bring back to life ain't gonna be you.
That's true. You may have a whole different
That body
conscious.
might come back up, but who is gonna be there?
That's so.
That's a good
That's
point.
what's
It's a
crazy.
different
That energy has
consciousness.
transferred already.
Yeah, the animals
it's
from right.
ocean. Yeah. It hasn't left the world, but it's left that body. It's gone.
That's
Whatever
true.
energy they put in there will be a replacement.
And I was like thinking, I'd probably get frozen. I'd like to be back, but then that's a good point. It's not
You're
going
to
to,
yourself. You're gonna like,
I know you. That's going to freak me out. It's not you no more. Yeah, I take my thoughts back. I was like, yeah, that would be kind of lit. I don't know, because people are like, I don't want to live forever type shit. But I don't know. I think I kind of want to.
like even if
I kinda wanna be around for a minute.
It's you, but who the hell else you gonna be with?
You ain't got no homies, no
You gonna
friends.
find your family?
That's what I'm hearing.
Right, and they don't even know you. Of course, these are your offspring, but you've been dead. Don't nobody know you.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know about that. That's,
I don't know. That kind of threw me off. 200 people
That's
frozen.
a lot of people.
They know some shit we don't know.
That's a lot of people.
They always know shit.
That's not hoping for something. That's planning for something.
They're planning on something.
That's different.
I don't know. That just made me kind of nervous now, saying it out loud. Oh.
Man, what you be there for?
It was on the Shade Room.
Oh, yeah.
It was on the Shade Room.
This is the reason.
Yes. This recently happened.
This is crazy.
Breaking
This is breaking news. Right.
news. You gotta put that on the video. Breaking news. We gotta edit that. That is, I don't know. Yeah, like I said initially, I was like, yeah, that seemed kind of lit. Sign me up. But no, I'm a pass on that. But my final topic, I want to talk about gender roles. I remember, and this wasn't too long ago, it was, or Facebook was in a frenzy because this mother had bought her son a kitchenette set.
God, that shit. You know what? I almost bought my son. I'm about to go back.
That's
and
what's
get it.
up.
So, they put too deep into that.
they act like this is something that's new or something. And on cue, my brother walked in. When we grew up, we had a damn kitchen set and a barbecue grill, all that shit.
Right.
We had one with a microwave in it and all. Like, so what are y'all talking about?
And that goes again, like I said, they
Like,
pick and choose.
they made it seem like she was saying she was going to go buy her son a Barbie.
Right.
Kitchen set, something pink. But even if that's the case.
Even if that's the
But
case.
it wasn't, though. It's like, so many
it's a kitchen.
neutral kitchen sets for kids. I don't know. That was weird to me. Yeah.
I didn't like it how everybody was just trying to make it seem like that was just not gonna fly. As if men don't cook. Y'all know who fucking Gordon Ramsay is? He's a chef. I don't understand that. And then like, excuse me, or like girls, I don't know who play with male toys, you know, like trucks, cars, like race cars and shit like that. I don't see how children playing with those types of things that are opposite of the norm would somehow affect them with their sexuality or anything like that. That's impossible.
It's a limit to everything. You know what I'm saying? Of course you can't. I don't know. It's a limit. I don't
mean like
think.
little boys playing with dolls at an early age?
Yeah. You don't fuck with that either.
To an extent, I wouldn't like.
That's what I'm saying. It's a limit to it. Like if a little boy got a sister and shit, he go play with her toys.
that's natural.
Like,
That's
oh
right.
yeah,
Right.
he gonna run. But other than that, you're not.
Oh, you're not gonna buy him.
Right.
Right.
Making them fight anyway.
Exactly.
And I don't like that.
He doing with them what he doing with his Spider-Man.
Right.
They just toys to the
Mm-hmm.
If he like
So,
7
it's
and
not-
he like brushing the earth, all right,
Yeah,
son,
you know,
come here now.
yeah, it's not just
Let's
exactly.
go to Walmart.
Exactly.
What if you're preparing him to be, I don't know, a hairdresser or something like that?
There's other ways to do it. I'm gonna show you how men do it.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
what that's the whole point of mothers and fathers. You know what I'm saying? You can't be both. Neither one can be both. So
But I don't know. I don't want to exclude.
every gender can do both things in the world.
Yes,
right?
this is
But
true.
We all have our own way of doing it.
This is
Yeah.
true.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna show you how we do this, son.
Okay.
You know what I'm
I'm saying how we do this.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you how men do this.
Okay.
And if it's something that we feel like that your mom needs to show you, she gonna show you how women do it, or show you how women expect this to be done, or show you how, you know, so that's the importance of having
guess.
both parties involved.
I
Even if you're not living
guess.
together, each party gotta do their job.
But sometimes that's not possible. Sometimes that's not an
possible,
option.
But life, it will bring it to you. Even if it's not mother and father, it's man and woman is always around. Some kids will get that man, hopefully will get that man influence from somebody. You know what I'm saying? Just like they will get that woman influence. 'Cause sometimes everybody's mama ain't the best influence as a woman.
That's a fact.
So they gotta
Zoom
get
in on
somebody
that.
else.
Everybody's
They got-
mama
they
ain't
got
the
good
best.
teachers, or they got good, they got other mentors and stuff around. So
Right.
just give it take. Life is, God is blessed you with people in your path that pretty much help you get to where you need to be for the most
That's
part.
fact.
Everybody ain't dealt the best hand, but shit.
That's a fact. I don't know. My takeaway from that is that boys in the kitchen and girls playing with cars does not define them
Yeah, exactly.
and what they plan and their sexuality. And why is that even such a big deal? Why do y'all even care like that? I mean,
I feel like
I don't know. I feel like that taps more into like immorality and things like that. We'll just save that for
It
different.
was too simple though. They like you gotta be more open-minded than that.
Way
Just
more
taking it simple
open-minded.
as far as the boys cooking and girls playing with cars. Come on.
That's toxic
You could-
thinking like
That's
that.
not even that specific. You know what I
Right.
mean? As far as like playing with cars ain't nothing just for men. Girls
You know
do
what I'm
everything
saying?
with a car that men do.
yeah, that's
Cooking ain't nothing just for women. So I'm like that.
And I'd be damned if I get with a dude who can't cook. What you mean you
I think
can't
the dude in
cook?
Colorado there was probably what else can I say on it?
Oh,
Anything.
you heard me cuss.
Anything.
I feel like the dude in Colorado was probably confused anyway.
Probably. Exactly.
The dude who what?
From Colorado,
Oh.
he's probably hiding something anyway.
Exactly. That's why he felt
Ain't
triggered
no
by
real,
it.
ain't
Right.
no real man comfortable in the skin gonna trip on something like that.
But whole time it was a woman who was tripping on that. It was a woman.
She
No,
made it seem the dude was tripping.
it was a woman who caused the issue.
So a woman was tripping on another woman.
A woman, and she was like, I don't care what y'all say. I would never have my son do this and do this. Y'all trying to raise these made boys and all this type of stuff. And I'm like,
But she used a bit. She used a bad example. You know what I'm saying? Because that's her argument that she got to focus on other people doing other things. That's not one of them. Buying your
That's
son
not it.
A kitchen ain't one of them. That's not that. Now,
That
there's
ain't
other people
it.
that you make and attach that fight to, but
Right.
it's the same thing.
Okay. See, the viral post that I seen was a woman that was saying that she bought a kitchen set for her son, but it was a dude that said that he's gay. And everybody was just laughing and going in, and niggas just causing a whole bunch of...
That's crazy.
I don't know.
That's
If I
another
had a
trend, too. That's a lot
son,
of people hop on that way.
that is another trend. If you got a certain amount of shares, I'm going to share to make a comment.
Yeah.
I don't know. If I have a son, I would definitely put that little nigga in the kitchen.
I mean, it's basically...
Start them young.
Feed they son.
That's what I'm saying. Why wouldn't you want anybody to have basic skills?
Yeah, they would.
And then they don't even do that type of stuff in school no more. There's no more home ec, and
Yeah, that's true.
I ain't never went to school when they did that, but I know it existed.
I
I know it existed.
Look at that
Don't brag, but you are older than me though, so that's all right. But those are my topics for today. Up next, we are bringing on our guest. We have Nolan with Gifted Hands Carpentry, and he's going to talk to us about his life. And I'm super excited because who do you know that's a carpenter? But stay tuned. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Being nice. I like that energy right there.
I've got super hype audience members today. Thank
There
you
it
so
is.
much for your participation. So how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. Now, typically I ask people, you're going to have to put that off because
I
we
got
are
you.
not advertising for
Let's get it.
Aquafina.
Here we go.
Just kidding, guys, but not really. Typically, whenever I ask people, how are you? I mean, like, how are you truly? Like, are you well? Are you whole? Are you content?
I'm in a good headspace right now. I put it like that.
I like that, a good headspace.
Yeah.
It's important to be in a good headspace because if you're not, nothing else is going right.
Everything could be everywhere. I've been there.
It doesn't matter. Anyways,
Uh-oh.
no, it was just too relatable. We were having some great conversation off camera. I don't know what it is about this guy. He's like a walking manifester. I was talking about some of the struggles I've been going through, and then my videographer came through, and you know we got some stuff set up behind the scenes. But
What?
do you feel like, I don't know, you're possibly ordained?
Me?
I'm just kidding.
See,
You're
if
not
we gonna go
ordained.
into further detail, I mean, they did kind of tell me when I was a little bit.
Oh, okay, that you was
Yeah.
gifted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
They told me a little bit.
all right. So
They
What?
call me a prophet. Boom.
okay, is that really why you chose the name?
Nah, people actually chose that. I
Oh.
just took it and ran with it.
Oh, okay. So y'all, as I had mentioned before he got on camera, he is a carpenter. Why can't I talk today? Are you making me nervous?
I try not to.
That's all right. How long have you been a carpenter?
What's crazy is this wasn't even my dream.
It's not,
I wanted to be a
or
chef.
was it? A chef? Can
I
you
did.
really cook?
We just got through talking about that too, but I wanted to be a chef. Yeah.
I was in the other room.
I mean, in general, about the whole kitchen
Oh,
thing.
okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I wanted to be a chef. I wasn't even thinking about carpentry. It was something that I had taken as a fallback career that ended up blowing up from me posting on social media. Power of social media.
Did you do that in school, or how did you? Because people don't just know how to work with wood.
So, that's like I said, after I graduated from Santa Fe, I had taken it as a fallback career because all of the culinary art schools were booked up, and I failed my test, and I had to think of something because I was dating this girl trying to impress her parents. You know how they go. Well, yeah, I was trying to impress her parents and all that. So I took that as a fallback career and still didn't even get into it because at the time, like, you had to be like super experienced to even get into that field. Like they wanted you like 13 years experience. They didn't want nobody fresh out of Metro Tech, Votech, trying to hop on. So I was stuck. I was working at FedEx, UPS, in and out jobs. But anyway, so fast forward to today. I started posting like my little hobbies on social media. You know how women like, I love y'all. Y'all take to that. Y'all hop on it. Oh my gosh, can you build this? And it started becoming like a trend. Like we was talking about to tag me in certain shit. Excuse my language. To tag me in certain things. To see if I can make stuff. And then me, of course, I mean, I'm not scared of shit. So I'm just, yeah, I can make that. Next thing you know, bada bing, bada boom, I was tagged in these shoe boxes. I didn't start, I just brought it to Oklahoma. I wasn't the first person to make those. They started in London, but they wasn't as popular.
History lesson.
Yeah, I was tagged in this viral post asking if I can make it. And I said that I can make it, knowing damn well I ain't never made that shit before. I'm just taking the risk. Real shit, it's a true story. Yeah.
I was a part of these first few boxes.
What?
Nolan will not even remember.
Damn, really?
Doing them behind them cutouts.
You sure was. Yeah, I knew you looked familiar.
He might be
Okay.
behind the scenes for everybody. back
Yeah.
Y'all hear that? Y'all
That's a
don't
good
see
thing,
it, but he
though.
be behind the
Always behind the scenes.
scenes.
Connections.
I'm always
Right there.
Look
Boom.
at that.
Cause I used to come here. Matter, you was in,
Now,
was the
when
Dell?
it was Del City.
Okay, yeah.
He used to come and get
Yep.
the bottle cutouts and put them on the boxes. It was
My boy Monty.
Monty.
Yep.
on me. Shout out to Monty.
Boom.
Look at that.
Yep. So when that was the thing, damn, where was I at?
You had said you could do it knowing that you couldn't.
Okay, yeah.
Start making the boxes.
Yeah,
The
first.
very first shoebox, it took me a whole week to try to figure out how to make that thing. I was watching YouTubes and what, and everybody was trying to keep the shit a secret. So I had to like just go back to the whole basic carpentry skills. Like I said, it took me a week. I finally did it. I posted it. They went crazy for it. Next thing you know, I'm taking orders left and right. And it got to the point to where at this time I'm working at Bob Mills as a furniture tech.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like early in the morning. I had to be at work at like 10 o'clock, I remember. And I had all these orders in my pocket, like these deposits from people like just, investing basically.
Wow.
And it was either one or the other. I can either go to work, but I knew if I went to work, I wouldn't even be able to make these boxes and shit. It'd be too much on me. Or I can take that risk. And so I stood in the parking lot of Home Depot for like 2 hours, real shit.
Wow.
Just contemplating like, damn. Until it was too late for me to come in. And I just took the risk. Next thing you know, I posted like all this material, because you got to put it on the cart after I got it cut. I posted all this material, and everybody went crazy for that. And next thing you know, the rest is history.
We were talking about that before they got here, making that transition to like full-time entrepreneurship.
That's a leap.
It is a leap. What has been your biggest lesson that you've learned so far?
Okay. Like if I could give advice to anybody, I would definitely do it a different way.
Oh.
Like I said, I took the biggest risk. Like I didn't have no reason to quit my job. I just got a promotion too. I was making good money, had the benefits, and I had a little family at the time. So I was like, I really took a risk doing that shit. But if I could do it all over again, I would have kept my job and just figured out a way to do this shit on the side. But me, I did it straight off a hustle.
Okay.
Like literally every day I had to figure out how to take care of this, how to do that, how to make connections with people. Yep.
That's what I'm so scared of. I can't just take that leap.
Hey.
I mean, it's obviously benefited you, though. You have a type of gift that people need. It's like a service. You know what I'm saying? Because he also mounts TVs as well.
Get the
shows
TV
and
mount. That's the other one.
You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It's admirable.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. No problem. I don't know. I'm just stuck in a whirlwind of like, when is it my turn to jump? But it's all right.
It's never okay. So I will say this, because a lot of people they contemplate like taking that leap, but there is no right time. You just got to do it. Because tomorrow could be gone.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Not speaking it on like, but you just never know.
But the rent has to be paid.
But think about it's no different than a drug dealer.
That's
On
true.
some real shit, it's no different than a drug dealer.
Talk
He
that
get
shit.
he get fronted some shit. He has no choice but to do that shit. Like he got to get that
Yeah.
shit out. He got to make that back because he got to pay his person.
Right.
So even with entrepreneurship, like if this is all that you got, you have no choice but to hustle. You're gonna come up with something to make that money.
And that's what I've been telling myself, because if I put in a 2 weeks notice, I feel like I'm going to always be able, or I'm going to have that in the back of my head, well, I know I can go back there, versus me just like up and leaving knowing that, oh, she can't come back.
Yeah, don't burn my bridge. Don't burn.
I feel like I have to burn the
So
bridge.
you can't go back.
Yeah, because I know I'm going to try to go back.
That's it.
You gotta trust yourself right there.
You definitely got to trust yourself.
Ugh, Lord.
Because like I said, I had no real reason to even quit. They literally just gave me, for real. I had moved back from Texas, from working at Gulfstream Aviation. They literally just gave me a promotion. So I was already enjoying that, but I just happened to, social media started getting bigger and bigger and faster, so that helped me out too.
Yeah, social media. It definitely takes you further, because you've reached a different audience that you didn't even anticipate.
Yeah, definitely. Built the whole platform off of this shit.
I don't know, what are you hoping to gain, or not even to gain, but what are you hoping for your business to have within the next 5 years? Typically people do like 10 years, but I feel like 5 is just...
Okay, so me, I'm 6 years in the game now. It'll be
Okay.
6 years in April. So if we add on another 5 or 10 years, I don't even really want to, I want to be at a space to where I actually want to be on TV. Like I said, I'm supposed to be on TV right now. If it
Okay.
wasn't for the whole COVID and everything, they had to put a stop to that. So now they just trying to figure out what they want to do with me.
You just gonna be on TV
Yeah.
doing what? Carpentry?
No, we was actually gonna finna transform people's furniture. It's out.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Is this like an actual TV show?
Yeah, it was gonna be on Netflix. It's on my post on Facebook.
I haven't
and-
been on.
Oh, but yeah, it's on Facebook and Instagram.
So
Go for it.
you were gonna be on TV inevitably because you had mentioned how you wanted to be an actor, maybe.
Yeah,
Do you anticipate to maybe put carpentry on hold and go pursue that?
definitely.
Yeah.
Like I said, the carpentry wasn't my
That's
ultimate
true.
goal.
That was your fault,
Yeah,
right?
it's just something that blew up. It's like somebody they just paint for a hobby, but they post their stuff and it blows up. That ain't really what they
Right.
wanted to do, but it is what it is.
Okay.
It is my passion. I will say that, but it's not what I want to. I have other goals.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself building like a team to where you would be able to take a step away and then you still have your business going?
Now I do.
Or do you already have a team?
I got me and my assistant, my personal assistant.
Okay.
Like I pretty much wear a lot of hats too.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I wouldn't mind getting to the point to where I'm like on a boat and I'm just checking in on people like, hey, we need these orders out, bada bing, bada boom.
Mm-hmm.
Like on certain things that are like really popular that I've made. I wouldn't mind getting it to the point to where, like I said, have people working and doing that stuff. Or just if people come up with a new design, I design it, then it sells and these people make it for me. Well, I don't have to do anything. All I have to do is just pretty much make the design.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting to that type of point, but ultimately, I'm cool with being a one-man show.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, who wouldn't want to be seen when you're talented?
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like God put me here for a reason to do certain things. And
One man band, he said it's all about me. Like my
not like that. Like, not in a selfish type shit. But no, I just feel like I still got a lot to show. There's still a lot that I can do that I want to let out before I make that type of leap.
Yeah. Do you offer like any classes for
I've
people?
been asked about that.
Yeah. Why? Or do you plan on doing that this year?
I wouldn't mind doing that as well. It's just a matter of how I would go about doing
That's
it. Though.
good money.
Yeah.
Because a lot of kids aren't learning trades anymore or
And I hate
hand
that too.
skills.
I hate
Kids
it.
are not learning hand skills anymore.
Yeah, I hate that because there's a lot of money into it, like you said.
Even with the teaching though, with you, you know, just putting kids on, and not
Yeah.
even necessarily kids. I know a few adults as well.
Yeah. I've been asked a lot. Like I said, it's just a matter of trying to figure out how to go about it the right way. Because I know once I do that, it'll become its own buzz.
Yeah.
And that'll take away from what I already got going. So it's like, all right, how do I plan all this out correctly?
How to maintain it. I feel you. I can kind of, like, just based off the conversation, I can kind of tell, like, you are definitely like a one-man, like, head honcho type personality. Do you feel like that's gotten you into spaces that you didn't anticipate?
Definitely. I've always been the type to where I work better alone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool with a lot of people, but I don't know what it is about it. I work better alone. Like I learn better. I can't learn with someone over my shoulder.
Okay.
Or I'm a hands-on type person. So even in class, like, teacher could be giving you a lecture. It'll go in one and out the other unless I'm physically hands-on with it.
I'm also like a visual hands-on type learner. Are you an only child?
I grew up as the only child, but I have a
Okay.
lot of siblings.
Okay,
If that
okay.
makes sense.
You've got like a lot of independency, but I am the oldest of 5 boys.
Okay.
So I didn't grow up an only child, but I do also prefer to work alone.
Okay.
But I didn't switch over into like the group type setting until like 2019, whenever I met my friends Trip and I became a part of their crew. But I don't know, I'm still very much like a one-man band as well.
Really? And it's nothing like against nobody.
No, it's not.
I don't know what it is. I just work better. I can make my own mistakes and learn from my own mistakes, all of that without feeling pressured, if that makes sense.
That's even what we were talking about, like with the social media thing.
Yeah.
Like, find somebody else to post it for you, but it's still not gonna hit the same because I'm not doing
Yep.
it. And I don't know if that's a bad thing, if that's like
I don't-
like a controlling.
No, it's not, because it's your. At the end of the day, it's your baby.
Right.
Like, all of this is your baby.
Right.
Like, can't nobody see your vision like you can see your vision. They can give you
That's a fact.
suggestions, but yeah, can't nobody see your vision like you can see your vision.
That's so true. And people will try and make you feel bad for not wanting to.
Don't let them.
That's so hard. I mean, that's easier said than done. But if you got
make
like
it
all
easier
of
said than
these,
done. Because like I said, at the end of the day, it's your baby. They can only do so much. They can tell you you should post like this. You can run your business like this and that. But they're on the outside looking in
yeah,
as well.
that's true. I think like if anybody else out there has grew up like the way that we did, or even just like me, I've been told my whole life, oh, you're too this or you're too that. You know, that shit sticks with you.
Like
so,
independent?
Yeah, well, not even independent, but
He was a bully.
I was gonna say that. I consider it being independent, but other people will look at it as being a bitch, being mean, being a bully, being too assertive, too aggressive. But I don't feel like all of those are negative traits to have.
I mean, you have to if you're running a business. Or just, not even just a business, just in life.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be... Appreciate that. I take it.
Thank you. I usually have my cup.
Y'all need to hit that real quick.
Ah, my lips is white. He said my lips is white. Don't zoom in on the camera. Don't zoom in.
Not that bad.
You said what? I was like, no, I didn't keep it. I don't care. Ah.
But yeah, you need that though. You gotta be
I never had this flavor.
assertive in life. People try to run over you, can't let that happen.
We're just gonna do like a pause. You can keep this on camera. I ain't never had a glacier cherry.
Is it the bomb?
No,
Oh.
it is not my favorite.
Yeah.
I typically,
Cherry drinks.
I only drink blue drinks. If it's blue, it tastes good. I know that for a fact.
Ah,
Jolly
here you go with
Ranchers,
that.
Nah, I haven't had a nasty blue drink though.
never. They don't exist. If it's blue, it's good,
Two different flavors it's gonna be.
and it's gonna be good. Sorry, you came up in here and all of this.
Cherry drinks used to be.
Cherry.
I'm from the north. It is what it is.
I don't know. It's like real medicine-y.
The
Like
cherry.
that.
Like a cool strawberry, and watermelon, and shit like that. Cherry drinks is just be that be strong.
Like too sweet.
Yeah, something like syrup or something.
And I hate syrup. But anyways, sorry for y'all's little segment. I had to just tell the people about that glacier cherry. That was just not my favorite.
Wasn't it?
No, that wasn't it. No. Now, you had mentioned that back to the acting. What?
Oh, go ahead.
Back to the acting.
All right, man.
You said that you had been looking up like a few people out there. How seriously are you about to pursue this? Because I can see you on TV.
A lot of people say that. Like like I said, I'm at a spot to where I built up this following, and I want to take advantage of it now. I feel like I don't really have nothing to prove in Oklahoma anymore. My name's been getting out there through social media. So like I said, I want to take advantage of the following that I have right now. So if I do pursue acting, I feel like they'll rock with it.
I think so too. You have a lot of lady followers too.
They my number one seller.
Ladies
matter what I
are the
make.
number one consumer in any field.
And I tell people that too though. Even I try to put people on game.
It
I
is.
try to put people on game when they want to be entrepreneurs. I say you gotta win these women over. Even rappers, even tattoo art, like women are your money, bro.
Yep.
Women talk
As
the
it
most.
should be.
No disrespect, not in a bad way.
taken.
Women talk the most, they share the most, they spend the most, they spend the fastest.
The number one consumer.
Yeah, women is what put me on. I ain't gonna. That's why.
That's what every business, they won't tell you that, but every.
Yeah.
But it's obvious, as you can see. That's why I never understood why people would.
No business on, they ain't made nobody famous.
People be trying to get on Drake like he only make music for girls. Like duh, he not making music for you
And you see,
niggas.
he the number one.
Like what?
Exactly.
Exactly. That's really neat. But no, I could definitely see you on TV, acting or something. I don't know, what kind of roles would you like? Are you like a serious actor? Or are you trying to be comedic?
I got a lot of layers.
Peel back.
I
A lot of layers.
I said it because I got a laid back side, a goofy side, a hood side. I mean, I didn't been through a lot. Yeah.
Oh,
It
excuse
is
me.
what it is, but yeah, I got a lot of layers. So I feel like if I do pursue acting, I'll be ready for whatever.
Okay. Anybody out there who's watching that, put him on game.
I'm ready.
You should reach out to Melvin and get on his next movie.
I probably will, because like I said, I used to work for him. I used to promote for him. Just like back in the day when he used to like host like parties and shit. At like the farmers market.
I definitely went to a few parties at the farmers
He
market.
had us out there. We was kids in the cold. And shout out to Melvin though. But he had us out there like passing out flyers, like the old school way.
Yeah, street team.
Yeah, for real.
Beat the streets. That shit's hella effective. Whenever we were out in California, we were doing that, and so many of like the older people kept coming up like, "Man, y'all really effective. I see y'all moving around all together."
Yeah.
That street team is super effective. Go back to the basics.
Real shit.
Just to go back to the basics. So yes, I think that you will transition, and I can see it like by the end of this year because
Oh, you the prophet
I like
now.
to. You said what? I am the prophet.
I know that's right.
I am the prophet. I see
Speak.
it towards the end of this year, just like I see that Wave Talk will be on TV next year.
Boom.
So make sure y'all keep this clip because
There it
you can
is.
thank me later.
I know that's right.
You can thank me later.
Manifestation is real,
Yes.
in my opinion.
No, it is definitely real. I've witnessed it.
Yeah.
I've definitely witnessed, like even with Serafina Bird, she was one of my guests
Okay.
on the show, and she's a walking, talking manifester.
Really?
Manifester. Yes. I don't know. I feel like some people, they ooze that type of energy.
I mean, you have to though. You got to be around somebody that's elite that has a different outlook from the crowd.
But with you being such a loner, how do you decide who and when to spend your time with? Like,
Okay, so I got like certain friends for certain things.
okay.
Like Deshaun know, like I said, Monty. He more like a best friend, and also like a business friend too. Then I got friends that I party with. I got friends that I can come to about if I want to just be on some bullshit. I mean, it is what it is.
Right.
I got friends from where I'm from. I mean, different friends serve different purposes. So I wouldn't say I'm necessarily a loner, but I do. What's the word? Introvert.
Oh, yeah.
I am an introvert.
Okay. I'm an introvert too. I'm very shy.
Really?
Like, I am extremely shy, which is why I'm so surprised I even have a talk show. I hate being looked at. I hate being talked to. I hate being thought of. I'm just like, what?
Really?
Yeah, in real life. I was just about to say, stop looking at me, but that's all right.
Now, after look, I can be more of an extrovert, or a social butterfly, if you want to say, per se. But
The devil's nectar.
it can be.
The devil's
It
nectar.
can be.
I gotta curb my appetite for drinking. It's just so tough.
Really?
I don't know. Yes, I love tequila.
You take a shot every day?
Oh no, I'm not an alcoholic. No, I'm more of like a social drinker.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, which is very upsetting because Tripp and them tried to tell me that I was an alcoholic.
Uh-oh.
And I was like, my nigga, how, Sway? Because we were in California and every day I wanted to get lit.
But you're in a different atmosphere, though. You got to live life.
You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't I want to turn up? But I'm like, for y'all, because they like to smoke, and I'm like, y'all will smoke 3 blunts in 1 hour and then come back like 2 hours or
Smoke
something
again.
and smoke
I
again.
got people
But
like
you don't
that.
see me busting down a whole bottle every few hours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, like you're in a whole different atmosphere. You away from your comfort zone. Live it up. Like it.
I don't know. So I know that you've got some kids. You have a son,
Yeah, I got 2 boys and a girl.
2 boys. Oh, how precious. Do you teach them carpentry?
Okay, that's crazy that you even mentioned that because I don't.
Oh,
I
okay.
really don't.
You don't want them to do
I
this?
let them be them
Okay.
for the most part. I mean, now my son does. He emulates me a lot. Like he comes with me when I'm out TV sometimes, or he comes to my shop and wants to, be included. So I mean, I guess you can say I teach him, but I don't push it on him. I put it like that.
Right.
That's just something that I would rather him naturally be drawn to. But he does like to help. I put it like that.
They have to ask you basically,
To help.
or if
Well,
they
now-
want to learn.
Now, when I first started, I ain't gonna lie, I was human. I would get irritated because I didn't want them like in a way. But as I've gotten older, I've learned to change my mindset more and be more open to. They really just look up to their daddy,
That's true.
and so
And they can't help it. They
now I
want to
love
be
it.
around.
I love it. Like just last weekend, he was helping me around the TV.
Oh.
Yeah, my oldest son. So
That's so precious, and that's kind of what I was referring to whenever I was asking, like, do you plan on like passing it down, or like,
Oh.
so whenever you step away, it'll still be up and running.
that's been in the back of my head too, because I built the whole legacy in Oklahoma off of this. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know how it's gonna work. I mean, if they really want to, if that's something that they want to pursue, I'm gonna definitely put them on game.
Even for your daughter, though.
She's a diva.
Oh, so
And
precious.
so she's more of a diva.
How old
But
is she?
She just turned 11.
Oh.
Yeah.
What is that, preteen?
Don't even tell me. I don't want to know. I don't even think about
Are you
all
one
that.
of those dads?
I am. That's my baby. That's the first one.
I know, but you one of them dads like to where your boys can do whatever, but whenever it come to your girl, like,
I wouldn't say that, but
I would.
ah,
That's what we're getting to.
she
She already.
yeah.
right. She one of the ones. Okay, so she's literally been through everything with me. I mean, they say the firstborn is the one that's pretty much been through everything.
Firstborn.
So you know.
I know. I am a huge daddy's girl.
See?
Huge.
Yeah, she definitely daddy's girl.
That's twin.
Yeah, really, it really is. She the one that looked like me the most. Yeah.
But I think that because that was one of the topics about like breaking these gender roles and stereotypes. I would like to see more females in that industry field as well.
I'm not against that at all. I actually think that's dope. To be honest, I've had a lot of women ask me like to teach them and stuff like that. Like I said, it's just a matter of trying to go about it the right way. Like they hit me up on Snap when they see me post stuff. Like, can you teach me this? Can you teach me that? And it'd be people like Kansas and Texas, and so it's just trying to figure out how to even put all that shit into play.
You got a lot of avenues to tap into.
Yeah, it's overwhelming. It don't seem like it, but it's overwhelming.
Why wouldn't it seem like that? It does seem like that to me.
Oh yeah, it's overwhelming.
How many projects do you typically take on?
Okay, so I've got it to the point to where I try not to overwhelm myself with too much, but at the same time I still got to make my money. So it's like a catch-22.
What's too much for you though? Or I guess it depends on the project.
It depends on the project. If the material's in stock, then the timing. So I mean, it's a lot that goes into play behind the scenes that people don't realize. But
What's been your favorite project to date?
surprisingly, it's not the mirrors, even though they've been taking off for 4 years.
Those mirrors are so badass.
They've been taking off for 4 years. Like, they took the place of everything. I had to, like, damn. But surprisingly, it's not. I've actually got burned out. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I've gotten burned out on them. But it is what it is. My favorite thing to make so far is just something new. Always something new. I love designing shit.
So would you consider yourself more like an
Designer?
architect?
I want it to be that too. Yeah.
An architect. I don't know. I feel like that's one jump from the next. Why wouldn't you, or not why wouldn't you, but you don't ever want to tap back into that? Because I don't know any other black architect.
I know you can look it up right now. It's not even famous black carpenters.
That's what I'm saying. You're really in a field of your own. I don't know anybody else.
Yeah.
White or black, though, as far as carpentry, but I'm not also researching it.
Yeah, like if you look it up, it'll be like, they'll say like Jesus was the most famous carpenter.
I mean, that's a fact. He was black as well, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to
Boom.
Black Jesus.
There it is, boom, dreads and everything.
I met
but-
Black Jesus from the TV show.
Did you, for real? What was
In
it like?
California. Slick
You know
Johnson.
he came right out of here after that. That's crazy.
He came
And
from
that's what we
Oklahoma?
were telling
Right
him.
after they met him,
Right
he
after.
came, he was at Ice Cream Center.
He was
Oh, really?
signing posters and he was like, we was like, yeah, we here from Oklahoma. He was like, oh shit, I'm finna be out there Monday. And we was like,
Oh, you could have stayed then, basically. I mean, I guess,
but it's all right. We got to link with him. That's pretty dope.
that's cool.
But no, back to architecting. Because I mean, what goes into that besides just drawing?
You definitely got to, yeah.
I was just about to ask, are you good at math?
I'm
I like-
okay. It wasn't my science was my favorite subject. Yeah, science was. Math, I definitely had to have a tutor when I got older, like my geometry and all that. But I was bad a little bit as I got older.
That's the type of shit that does matter whenever they're talking about math. Like, if that's your field, those types of things matter. But for somebody who's trying to not do that, I feel like they shouldn't make it mandatory for everybody across the board.
And what's crazy is carpentry, you have to be good at math to a certain extent.
Right.
Like,
That shit gotta,
yeah.
it gotta be even.
Yep.
Have you
So-
ever had like a mess up to where people like, hey,
Definitely.
nigga, my TV just fell off this wall?
Oh, no. I had,
Oh,
okay, no.
okay.
I had one fuck up to where my TV fell out. And this goes back to me working for myself. I hired somebody. He was a cool dude, but it was in the middle of me. I had to work on the project for Gift Hands Carpentry.
Mm-hmm.
I sent him out into the field. I call it the field when they go out.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Field.
right. And I mean, something told me like he's not ready yet, but I had to get this project out. It was just me and him. It was an order out for somebody. So I sent them out to these customers. They're all the way in Hera, Oklahoma. Have you heard of that?
I've heard of Hera.
It's like a real small town.
Yeah.
Predominantly white people. Nobody's racist, I promise you.
Nobody's
But
racist here.
we love y'all. But shout out to y'all.
I feel y'all.
But no, I sent them out, right. I sent them out to the field, handle his job, pay him, do his thing. Next thing you know, like 2 days later, the TV falls off. And it was crazy. It was one of the most heaviest TVs, like the plasma kind. And he didn't mount it into the studs. So I had to come out of, like $500 for a brand new TV. And it was, I know that's bad, but that's all it had took for me to say, nah, fuck this. I got to keep doing this shit on my own.
I mean, that's all it should take.
But what's crazy, and I got nothing against working for people. I just work better on my own because I blew up from the TV mount too. Like,
yeah.
2K page likes on that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, that, I had ended up turning that into a trend on its own.
You got 2 separate establishments?
Yeah, the
Okay.
TV mountain and the carpentry. And, but people was already messing with me from the carpentry, so it wasn't really hard to get people on that bandwagon.
Right.
And then before Gifted Hands Carpentry blew up, I was mounting TVs on the side. I'm sorry. I was mounting TVs on the side just to make ends meet. Well, as far as like supporting that brand.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, I was a full-time entrepreneur. So I got my name out there that way too. So I mean, it all worked out.
Right, it worked out.
Yeah.
Ended up a nigga's TV falling on his face.
Man.
Oh, I
changed the
would be
game.
so devastated. Do you understand?
Yeah, I had to
And
drive
you
all
see
over
my
there.
TV, you mounted it.
Yeah.
Just imagine that. Oh,
This would like it'd be easy.
insurance don't cover that.
I didn't have insurance at the time.
Oh.
Yeah, everything was out of pocket. They wasn't tripping though. That's what's crazy. And that was a racist thing. I'm sorry. Who said it?
We can say whatever on the way up top.
I mean, hey, it's one of those towns. I put it like that, where yeah, it's just one of those towns. But surprisingly, they wasn't tripping. Like, I mean, because it wasn't me that actually did that work.
Right.
They just wanted their TV replaced, and I went all the way back there, paid them the money to replace the TV, then I remounted the TV for them.
Costly mistakes. I never want to get in that position to where something
But it's gonna happen though.
inevitably.
Yeah.
Everything that people have been saying is going to happen is really unfolding. Like whenever it's coming down to like losing friends, people
that comes with
moving
this.
differently.
That comes with this.
Have you ever, or have you experienced that yet?
Like
Like people treating you differently?
You can think of, literally. When you get a certain hype or status in Oklahoma,
Mm-hmm.
you can have people that rock with you, but you're also gonna have people that it's like, okay, then you getting too big headed, or you you getting a little too big now, or like you gonna come across that. It's just with
Right.
anything, any field.
I think that's been like one of my biggest struggles because I'm such a loyal person. I'm such a relationship type person, whether it's like a romantic relationship or friends or family. I'm
Right.
huge on relationships. So seeing some of those fall, it really messes with you mentally. And it's like, oh, well, maybe it's just a rough patch, but it's kind of deciding of when to truly let something go, you know? So that's been tough.
Like relationships.
No, I mean like with friends.
I
With
mean,
people like treating you differently, looking at you differently just because of social media or some
that's
type of, like
definitely
you
gonna
said,
happen.
status.
It's definitely
that you
gonna happen,
get.
but you can't focus on that. It'll definitely slow you down. If I was to focus on everybody that I've lost relationships behind this, like on some real shit. I've lost relationships behind being an entrepreneur or being overly ambitious.
Mm-hmm.
A
lot of people
but
can't handle it.
Drake, you fuck with Drake. He's been through the. Okay, I can
course.
relate to Drake in that area.
Uh-huh.
I'm not nowhere near on his status, but when he first started out,
Mm-hmm.
when he was telling the stories and how he lost friends and how he lost relationships behind him chasing his dreams, I can relate to that type of shit. So I fuck with him on that area too. But it's definitely gonna happen. Like, you gonna lose people, you gonna meet people too,
That's true.
and the right people gonna always come into your life.
That's a fact. And that's one thing I can agree with you on because for anybody who I've lost, I've definitely gained someone in place of it.
And it just happens like that.
Oh, okay. So my last question for you, you mentioned that you think you've reached a certain point in Oklahoma. Where are you going to go next? Or what
Like
are you
as far
thinking
as like moving.
Where are you thinking, yeah.
I mean, I'd probably move back to Texas.
Back to Texas? You're not from here?
I'm from here. I took a job.
You lived in Texas for a brief moment.
Yeah, before all the entrepreneur shit, I was working for Gulfstream Aviation. And after that, ship sailed. I came back here. I just started uploading pictures.
Texas, though? Why Texas? I mean, people pop in Texas, but I feel like that's like the 5th most poppin' state to pop out of. I don't know.
Texas, Cali, Atlanta. Atlanta.
About to count them.
I almost lived there, too, for a little bit.
Definitely Atlanta, I would think, for anybody trying to pop off, especially like and be on TV.
Yeah. It would be out of Texas and Atlanta. I got family in both.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna probably always stay here in Oklahoma.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm sure I'll travel a lot, but I don't know. I just can't see myself living in a whole different state.
And see, like the field that I do, I can be
won't,
stationed
though.
anywhere as long as I'm able to build some shit.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've already built my platform and my following. I just got to get the shit out.
That's
to people.
true.
So it's really not a
right
matter of
there.
me just, not like that, but
Right.
it's not a matter of me really just trying to figure out where I want to stay. It'd be like a personal choice if I do move.
Okay. Very interesting. Well, I appreciate you for coming on to the show.
Definitely.
I loved our conversation. I told you it wasn't going to be too difficult, just regular conversation.
I don't know, man. I'm already red. You got me red there.
Oh,
You know,
cut
I'm
it out.
I'm
Hopefully this
messing with
blue light filter will
Boom.
tone that out.
I listen to her. Listen to her.
Whatever. Go ahead and tell the people how to find you on all social media platforms.
Okay, most definitely. On Instagram, it's at officialnolan.com. I'm sorry, at officialnolan. Facebook is Gifted Hands Carpentry. TikTok, official Nolan Young. Clubhouse, if you're on that, Nolan Young. For the most part, I'm working on YouTube, so y'all stay tuned for that.
Are you still open for submissions as far as people requesting projects from you?
Like orders? And things?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody's hitting me up on the web.
Oh, look at
But
you,
yeah.
busy man.
Yeah, that don't
Busy
stop.
man. Well, yes, again, I do appreciate you for coming on to the Wave Talk. I hope you've
Definitely.
enjoyed yourself.
Definitely, it was cool.
Thank you.
I made it. Listen to that. Boom. We talked about this too. Y'all don't even know, but I was here before all of this even.
This is true. He did he did my lights up there. And
Before
I
all of
didn't.
this.
I had purchased those not even thinking that you was finna have to do any type of like wiring.
She set me up.
I just saw some cute ass
Yeah.
light things and I
wouldn't
was
hurt.
like, oh, I'm gonna
I came here
get
to mail
those.
some TVs. Put me to work.
I needed it.
It's all good.
I
though.
needed
We built
it.
that relationship. I'm cool with it.
And I really appreciate it because
Yeah.
he does TVs at my house and everything too.
Yes.
He be helping out my mom, so
Yep.
shout out to you.
Shout out to your mama. Listen, yeah, she just ordered.
Don't
them
shout
there.
out my mom.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding.
Miss Gayla, I'm gonna shout you out anyway. Hello. I'm Miss.
Anyways, thank you.
All right, most definitely.
No
Appreciate you
problem.
letting me
And then y'all cloud. Thank you guys so much. Another thank you to my guest, Mr. Nolan with Gifted Hands Carpentry. Very interesting. I loved his perspective on a lot of things. It's nice to meet another person who's like super independent and being okay with that, because a lot of times in the game people will make you feel bad for wanting to stand alone. But there's nothing wrong with that. Y'all just so used to trends, trying to follow shit. I don't know, stand alone. But every episode I like to close out with a quote, and it says, "Allow yourself to be a beginner. No one starts off being excellent." So I feel like that was important because I remember whenever COVID hit, everybody and their mama wanted to have a business. Literally everybody was LLCing that shit up, and there's nothing wrong with it. But what I'll ask you is how many of those businesses are still here in 2022? And I don't know if people were quitting because they felt like they weren't good enough, if they felt like it wasn't moving fast enough, or maybe they just hopped on because it was a trend. I'm not sure, you know what I'm saying? But if you are passionate about something and you're starting off new, you're not gonna be excellent at it immediately. You have to go through the trenches and make that shit work. So, stay down, make it happen, and you'll thank yourself later. My name is Michelle. You can follow me on Instagram at _just Michelle, and that's MACHELLE. You can follow me on all other social media platforms at The Wave Talk Official, Instagram, and I'm on TikTok. So make sure y'all follow me. We're about to post some bloopers because sometimes I can be hella funny on accident. And yes, this was episode 7 of The Wave Talk. Thank you. Woo!